this up, here's what I would do. I would find me someone maybe with maybe a veteran background, maybe not, just someone, a crackhead. I would hire him for this hit, right? I'd make sure he had the money, the money would be a chump change of what he wanted. I would make sure he had the drugs he needed, and I would pay him in drugs as soon as he was done. He does this act. As soon as he's done, I'd make sure he OD'd.
Damn, and just say, hey, this guy's gonna get whatever drugs he wants. He's gonna get the strongest ones, laced with the most amount of fentanyl, and we're just gonna go ahead and just take care of this. Derek Evans over on Twitter says this is one of the best breakdowns I've seen so far with Assassination. Right, so let's go ahead and bring this up. This is gonna be blurred out, so if it's graphic, I apologize. But
so he shoots him through the calf at 15 feet. That's not good.
Shoots him through the calf, man.
What kind of weapon is he using first?
Yeah, back up a little bit. So the gun is a very small caliber,
probably like a 9mm.
Suppressed, looks like suppressed pistol. Most of the 22 ammo is subsonic, meaning it doesn't cross the sound barrier. But what happens is the ammo...
This guy was just on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Ammo doesn't have enough to cycle the weapon, so this guy's got to cycle the weapon, right? But you see it jams, and he's got to hit the back of the slide. 22 is notorious for not chambering, right? So he hits the back of the slide, so it goes in battery, so he can take another shot.
So that's one of the things you do.
Oh my God, dude! These guys are like professional military men, so they know what the hell to look at.
Before you take a weapon out on an op like that, is you fire it a couple times to make sure it's actually tuned up right.
So you don't think this was fired before, then, is what you're saying?
No.
Yeah, both these guys are like, this guy's never shot this gun once in his life. They handed it to him and said, here's the suppressor, here's all the gear that you need, get the job done.
No, it doesn't look like
the dude
it.
shooting
or
has
rounds,
zero experience with this.
He can't fire the weapon very. I mean, even with 22 at that range, you should be able to pop somebody in the back of the head.
Now,
yeah, no, with a 22, you should be able to put it right coming out like a red dot.
Now, the gun is based off his shoulders, which is the biggest common mistake I see on the range, is the gun will stay 90 degrees from the shoulder, but what you'll see is it's low to the eyes. So his first shot, when he levels the gun to shoot, watch my hand. It'll go down. And this is why his first shot shoots him somewhere in that leg. And
he immediately racks that slide.
Yeah.
So he's either an intentional shooter, meaning he shoots a lot and he knows how to perform remedial action, or he expected that to happen.
If he knew anything about the gun, he would have practiced this a couple times. Now, I don't think this guy's a pro, and I'll tell you why. If this guy was a pro, just hear me out, I would not have shot from 10 feet away. I'd have walked up, put it to the base of his skull, shot it, dropped him, walked off with one shot.
Yeah, like if you're getting paid a bunch of money to assassinate somebody, and this is the CEO of the largest.
Damn, he just said if you're gonna do it, if he was gonna do it, he would walk up like Assassin's Creed and just walk away, just like nothing happened.
Private insurance company on Earth, right? He's definitely getting paid to kill this guy. There's no question about that, in my opinion. Then you make sure the job.
They're like, hey, no question, this was a John Wick paid assassination.
Otherwise, you don't get paid.
If I set this up, here's what I would do. I would find me someone maybe with maybe a veteran background, maybe not, just someone, a crackhead. I would hire him for this hit, right? I'd make sure he had the money, the money would be a chump change of what he wanted. I would make sure he had the drugs he needed, and I would pay him in drugs as soon as he was done. He does this act. As soon as he's done, I'd make sure he OD'd.
Damn, and just say, hey, this guy's gonna get whatever drugs he wants. He's gonna get the strongest ones, laced with the most amount of fentanyl, and we're just gonna go ahead and just take care of this.
Yeah, just push the plunger in.
Yeah. Two unrelated crimes, man. This is how they get away with it all the time. They pay some crackhead, and then the crackhead ODs, and no one can ever connect those.
Wow, that's actually insane. The shooter will obviously be killed himself too soon, if not already. They're spot on about that. God. In my honest opinion, the shooter was a pro. I definitely agree with the guys. When I saw it the first time, I just thought it was some kid, kind of like a James Cook situation with the first assassination tip with Donald Trump. I thought the same thing. This I don't agree with. He instantly knew to rack another round. Just because that doesn't mean you're a pro. That just means you shot a gun in your past. You shoot and keep shooting without manipulating the sight in between shots. If you say the rounds were 9mm. I mean, I don't trust anything that's coming out right now. I doubt it was a 22 and he knew exactly how to re-rack and tap and keep shooting. What I want to know is how did he stay so calm? I mean, he might not have been calm. We actually don't know what his state of mind was. I think these guys are giving too much credit saying that this guy's not a crackhead. He's wearing a pair of $1,000 sneakers, $300 backpack, and a $200 jacket. If people are trying to set him up to make sure this job is done properly, the amount of money, the amount of bling that's currently on him for the job, that could all be bought and paid for. Like this could literally have been, he could have put this on 20 minutes before this event happened. So the shooter has a change of clothes in his backpack, so when he gets to Central Park, he changes all the clothes he had in one backpack, and they don't get left behind. I mean, that's more than likely what happened. I agree with most of what he said, except I don't see a lot of high-profile kills where they say that a guy did it ODing and they couldn't find him. Usually, high-profile killers get caught. Yeah, in this case, I don't think so. And usually, how often are we talking usually? I think there's just so much. This is so new, so relevant that it's not relevant. It's just so new that I think all these updates, all this stuff is going to be messy for like 72 hours.
Its CEO just got assassinated in Midtown Manhattan, right as he was walking into a hotel. New surveillance video shows the shooter firing the kill shot at around 6:45 in the morning in front of the...
Well, I mean, this is not really the kill shot. I mean, these guys are right. If you look at this, right now, and he's going to compensate for it, it's going to hit him in the leg.
Right up the street. He used a silencer, looked like a professional hit.
I hear the 3 shots. I was parking down there in the car. I hear 3 shots. Yeah, and then when I looked, there's a man down. Then the guy crossed and then he ran. He's a white male, all in black, with a backpack. The guy, he was here in this corner the whole night.
So he knew. So he's just standing there, just waiting for this guy to walk through.
The cops confirmed the assassin waited outside in the freezing cold for Brian Thompson, CEO of UnitedHealth, till he came out. Police also recovered 3 live rounds and 3 bullet casings at the scene and a cell phone nearby. And we have brand new footage obtained by the Times of the killer around 10 minutes before he murdered the powerful health insurance executive. And here he is on his cell phone, less than 200 feet from what would have been the crime scene.
Well, I don't know if he was wearing Adidas, though. This guy's wearing Adidas.
Who's he talking to? Looks like he had a busy morning. New pictures show the shooter went to Starbucks before the murder.
Gotta make sure you get your daily coffee. No shooty before coffee.
After firing multiple rounds at very close range at Thompson, he runs up 6th Avenue and into an alleyway before hopping on a getaway e-bike, which he dumped in Central Park. That's the last place he was seen. He had a getaway plan. Police...
On Wednesday, December 4th, 2024, at approximately 6:40 a.m., in front of the Hilton Hotel located at 1335 Avenue of the Americas, in the confines of the 18th Precinct of Manhattan, the perpetrator, picture above, discharged a firearm, striking a 50-year-old man victim in the chest, causing his demise.
Putting up wanted signs all over the city, begging for tips. All the cops know is that the gunman had it out for Thompson. They say the shooter was lone target, and that he's not believed to be a threat to anybody else at the time. We're also learning more about the victim. Brian Thompson was a very well-known businessman who'd been running UnitedHealth since 2021, and quite successfully. The company raked in $8.5 billion.
Ooh! Ooh, that's a lot of cheddar.
Last quarter, just in one quarter.
That was 1 quarter? Oh my God, this guy found the money glitch.
Thompson was a Minnesota native. He was even photographed with Tim Waltz.
I don't know if that's the best picture to be now. Is Tim associated with this?
At a charity event just a few years back. Thompson was in town for a United...
What a wild title that was.
Healthcare Investors Conference. That's where he was headed. Conference started at 8 o'clock in the morning, but Thompson got there a little early to prep. His killer was waiting for him. How did he know where Thompson was going to be? And what is the motive? A lot of speculation about why. And the cops are already poring over his personal and professional life. UnitedHealthcare was going through some pretty sizable legal issues. It's being sued by the Justice Department for violating federal antitrust laws. And according to a report from Cranes from back in April...
You're telling me they were trying to patch the update where you couldn't do the money glitch anymore? I swear, government devs always trying to take out the money glitches.
The DOJ was looking at company executives, including Thompson, for insider trading. UnitedHealth didn't tell its shareholders about the federal probe. Senior executives, including Thompson, reportedly sold millions of their own shares before the story hit newsstands. Thompson was never charged. Others speculate it could have had something to do with.
I feel like that's just par for the course. That's not even crazy. That's just like all of these guys do that.
United denying claims at a very high rate. Thompson's wife says he's been threatened over that before. Quote, there have been some threats. Basically, I don't know. A lack of coverage. I don't know details. I just know that he had said there were some people that had been threatening him.
Oh no, he stiff up somebody. The insurance companies are always so scummy. Oh, and he was the king of the insurance company. And the fact that there was already threats on this man, I hate it for his family. I hate it for his wife. If there's kids, that's the real victim right now. I mean, obviously the man who lost his life is a victim, but right now the wife, the kid that everybody is having to. This is tragic. Ultimately, this is tragic. But let me know what you think. What is, if you guys know who Brian Thompson is, you guys know anything about the insurance world or about United Healthcare, let me know your wildest thoughts on what is happening. But with aliens, these UFO sightings, assassinations, what is this end of 2024 coming to? If you're picking up what I'm putting down, then please like the video, subscribe, and if you really like it, then share it with some of your friends. My goal here is to spread a positive message while sprinkling my 2 cents on big topics like American, Indian, and world geopolitics, and even small stuff like Twitch drama and online debacles. And if you want to see it live, come join me over on Twitch. Twitch.tv/ActuallyElrod. That's where I'm going to do all my reactions, and after the reactions, that's where we get down a game. And if you're like, hey, I have a video that I want this dude to sprinkle his 2 cents on, then come over on my Discord and let me know and join the community there. And while we're at it, I have to say thank you to everybody who has made that Discord just so poppin'. I never thought I'd have a Discord that's so flowing. It's really cool to see. Shout out to you, Bobby, Omni, Demon, all of you who have been in there who are just super active. Logie, you're the man. Logie is the one who's like modding and helping run the server, so thank you, Logie. Lastly, I challenge you. I have a challenge for you. Make somebody laugh today. We all know there's enough hate and vitriol in the world. If energy is contagious like the flu, then let's spread and get everyone contagious with our positive energy, right? Not negative energy, because there's so much of that. And if we could just be a small little change in someone's day, then you never know. Maybe that's the thing that starts shifting this world to a happier, healthier, just better place. And with all of that said and done, thank you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.